According to us, who was the prophet sent to all of humanity?
Jesus, according to the Quran.
No.
According to the Quran, chapter 19, verse 21, he was sent as a sign and a mercy for all mankind. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so he was a mercy to the people he was sent to.
Which is all mankind.
No. Okay, so can you open Deuteronomy 33, verse 2? So according to Deuteronomy 33, verse 2, it says, the Lord came up from Sinai and rose up from Seir unto them. He shined forth from Mount Paran, and he came with 10,000s of saints. From his right hand went a fiery law for them. So this to me, and not just me, but many other Muslims who actually study history and stuff like that, is a clear description of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, especially the mention of Paran, because I'm not sure if you were aware, but 7th century Armenian bishop Sebios, who is a contemporary of the Prophet Muhammad, he spoke about the rise of Islam, and he spoke about Muslims coming forth from Paran. So this is not some, tradition that is, Islam came up with or tried to back project onto the scripture. This actually existed within Christian thought and within Christian scholarship, before Islam and Christianity actually started having these type of back and forth dialogues. So not only the mention of Paran, but also from his right hand went a fiery law.
Let's slow down. Let's do it one thing at a time.
Okay, go ahead.
So the Paran thing. So you said that a guy mentioned that Muslims came from Paran.
Yeah, 7th century Armenian bishop Sebios. He was a Christian.
Yeah. So this bishop.
Yeah.
Did he say that the Muslims fulfilled Deuteronomy 32? 33?
No, and that's not even the point that I'm making.
Okay. So you're bringing up someone that just mentions that Muslims came from Paran, and he does not link this at all to Deuteronomy 33.
Yeah, so again, that's not my point, Avery.
Well, that was a moot. It was a moot. So then if that's not your point, then
no, it wasn't. It wasn't. Please, come on, bro. We're this early in the conversation. Don't start that.
Anyway, start what?
Yo, so my point, I'm just going to lay it out for you. You point for mentioning, can I speak, please?
You just spoke for a long time. What are you talking about, bro?
Avery. Come on, bro. Can I speak? You didn't even let me finish my point.
Guys, so I'm confused. Did I not just let you lay out why you think Deuteronomy 33 is about Muhammad?
Yeah, and then you attacked the straw man.
I attacked this. So just be clear. You said I attacked a straw man, which a straw man, ladies and gentlemen, is attacking an argument that the opponent didn't make and attacking it like it was his argument.
Yeah.
Was your argument not that even Christians point to Muslims coming from Mount Paran, which fulfills Deuteronomy 33?
So you're adding an extra bit to my argument that I didn't make.
So that wasn't your argument. What I just said was, so just to be clear, what I just said is not the argument you made.
So the majority of what you said was the argument, but the last bit you added on, dude, he's panicking already. He's manifesting already. He doesn't want me to speak. So anyways, I'm going to continue.
This doesn't work here, Issa.
Avery, you got to stop, bro. You got to stop.
No, you need to stop. You got to be yourself.
Avery, please. Avery, I'm trying to be myself. Okay. You're getting. Okay, so the reason I mentioned Sebios, saying Muslims were coming from Paran, I was not claiming that Sebios tied that back into Deuteronomy. The reason Avery, you're interrupting me, so you got mad at, you accused Cora of doing this to you on my panel, and now you do the same thing to me on yours. Yes, you did.
Brother, so
you said you were being interrupted all night.
Slow down, bro, because right now you're doing a lot of crying. You're not engaging.
Yeah, I'm crying.
So
I'm not
just hold on a second.
Let's establish
some parameters, Issa. Let's establish some parameters. Dude,
oh my God, bro.
Listen, Issa. This is a conversation. Issa, relax, please. I don't want to have to mute you or kick you or none of that. Relax.
Yeah, I know you want to. Okay. Go ahead.
We're not robots. We're not trading monologues. This is an engaging. Let me finish, please, so that you understand how this is going to go.
Okay.
This is an open dialogue.
Yep.
So in open dialogue, we're going to converse. I'm not going to give you 2 to 3 minutes to waffle. You're going to talk. I'm going to talk. We're going to engage. Okay.
Okay.
So don't cry when I'm interjecting and talking about the points you mentioned. I won't cry when you do that. So relax. Let's have a conversation. No gaslighting. And let's get to the argument, man.
Yeah, okay. So the reason I mentioned Sebios bringing up the fact that Muslims were coming from Paran was to prove that the mention of Paran being associated with Arabia is not some Muslim, a Muslim tradition that didn't exist in Christianity. I wasn't claiming that Sebios tied this back into Deuteronomy, because I've heard You know, and to be fair, I've never heard you say that it's a Muslim tradition that is being back projected, but I have heard it before. So all I was doing was clarifying that this belief that Paran is associated with Arabia and Arabs existed in Christianity and didn't come from Islam. That's what I was doing.
All right, so let's pause here. So
yeah,
to understand what you're saying, so you're saying that the reason why you brought up this 7th century bishop had nothing to do with Deuteronomy 33. It was just a little fun fact that there were other people that also attributed Arabs coming forth from Paran and linking Paran with Arabia. Is that correct?
Yeah, Christians who would have no reason to undermine the biblical verse.
Okay, so to be clear, this has nothing to do with Deuteronomy 33, as you already said multiple times. There's nothing to do with this. So this is a moot point. It means nothing. No. It does nothing for your argument.
No, I'm establishing my epistemology, Avery.
Of what?
Of where my argument is coming from. And you're not letting me do that. You're getting mad.
Okay. So, dude, when you say that you're establishing your epistemology, meaning
yes,
you're establishing how you know Deuteronomy 33 verse 2, when it talks about Paran, is linked with Arabia. How you know that that's the case in Deuteronomy is by quoting a bishop in 7th century that you say is not making any link to Deuteronomy.
That you're misquoting me. So again,
I didn't.
My point for bringing up the Sebios again was to establish the fact that the association between Paran and Arabs and Muslims in Arabia did not come from Islam. That's all I'm doing. And you're not letting me finish my argument. So can you engage with my argument instead of attacking one word?
Oh,
so anyways, as I was saying,
let me address that. Let me address that.
Oh my God. He doesn't want me to finish my argument.
Brother, we're addressing your thing point by point. What we just got through, ladies and gentlemen, and when I say ladies and gentlemen, that includes you, Issa, is we just got to the point where your point about, your argument about, your reference to this bishop is a non-factor to your argument. It means nothing.
Nope.
So bring something of substance that demonstrates that Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 or Deuteronomy 33 at all is about Muhammad.
Okay, no problem. Since you want me to be more straight to the point and straightforward, I'll just give you.
That's what I wish for.
Okay, yeah, I know. I can't clarify nothing. I can't do any of that. So we'll just go straight for it. Anyways, as I was saying, so yeah, do the theatrics and laugh and all of that. I know. Avery. I know.
You're
it's
new
okay.
To this, huh?
No, not at all. It's okay. It's okay, Avery. I'm not the paid actors that you usually bring on your panel. Anyways, as I was saying,
they tend to do pretty good.
No, they don't. I've heard them. Anyways, Mount Paran or Paran is associated with Arabia per Christian scholarship and then came with 10,000 saints and a fiery law. So according to our hadith, our authentic hadith, and the earliest biographical accounts of the Prophet Muhammad, he marched on Mecca, which is in Paran, with 10,000 saints, and he had a fiery law, and he established the law of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as being the dominant in the land. Can you, what's up with you, bro?
So you said something else. You just said again that according to Christian scholarship, Mount Paran is linked with Muslims in Arabia.
Arabia, yeah.
Arabia or Muslims coming from Arabia?
Well, Sebios links both of them.
Okay, so this is where we're getting confused.
You weren't prepared for this, were you?
I'm not prepared for this level of stupidity. I promise you. Never.
No,
I never am.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I wasn't either.
When you just said, you just conceded multiple times, Issa, that this bishop that you're referring to has nothing to do with Mount Paran being mentioned in Deuteronomy 33. He makes no link with this in Islam.
Yeah, that's not a concession. That's my position.
Hold on, brother, because I need you to pay attention to what you're saying and why there's confusion.
Okay,
but
and then you can
2 seconds later, 2 seconds later, you say, when you read Deuteronomy 33:2, and it mentions Mount Paran, that Christian scholars link this with Muslims coming from Paran, coming from Arabia.
Yeah, Paran is associated with Arabs in Arabia. Yeah, that was my point.
So this is what I need. This is what I need. Do you have a Christian scholar that says that Mount Paran is a prophecy fulfilled by Arabs coming from Muslims coming from Arabia?
Yeah, so if any Christian ever said that, they would no longer be Christian. So you're asking for something that doesn't exist, and you know it doesn't exist.
So
Avery.
You just refuted yourself.
So Avery, you're not paying attention to what I'm saying.
Oh, man,
of course, Yeah, of course, no Christian would affirm that the prophet Muhammad fulfills this prophecy because they would cease to be a Christian at that point.
Nobody
Do you
said
not
anything
hear
about
yourself?
Muhammad. Nobody said anything about Muhammad.
You said, okay, so Muslims follow who, Avery?
According to you, you follow all the prophets.
Yeah, but who was the prophet sent to us, Avery?
All of them, right?
No, who was the prophet sent to all of humanity?
Jesus.
According to us, who was the prophet sent to all of humanity?
Jesus, according to the Quran.
No.
According to the Quran, chapter 19, verse 21, he was sent as a sign and a mercy for all mankind. What are you talking about?
Bring it up. Bring the verse.
Chapter 19, verse 21.
Can you read it?
I just called. Yes.
Okay.
We have made him a sign and a mercy for mankind. Look, I'll show you. Chapter 19.
Yeah. Okay, so I see what you're getting at now.
it?
So Jesus being a sign for all of humanity and a mercy from God. It says a sign for humanity, not a mercy for all of humanity.
Who's he a mercy to?
He's a mercy from God to the community he was sent to.
Did it say just to his community, or did it just say for all mankind, brother? Come on, man.
So the problem with your argument is that it distinguishes between the two in the same verse.
Really?
Yes,
so when it says he's a sign for the people, he's a sign for mankind and a mercy from us. To who?
Yeah.
To the people he just mentioned, right?
Yeah, so he was a mercy to the people he was sent to.
Which is all mankind.
No. No, and even in the Bible, he doesn't claim he was sent to all mankind. He said he was sent to Israel. He says he was only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, does he not?
Doesn't he also send his disciples out to the rest of the world?
Yeah, are his disciples him?
They're an extension of him. They're his disciples.
Are they him? Are they him though?
No, they're not him ontologically, but they are an extension of him.
And so correct me.
Really quick, according to Jesus, he's one with his disciples, right?
According to the Bible, but I don't necessarily believe that. No.
So I know you don't, but just biblically speaking, if we're being honest with the text, so they're unified with Christ, they're one with Christ. So them going out to the rest of the nations is Christ, by extension, going out to the rest of the nations, right?
Yeah, so they're one in purpose, but the way that you're trying to say, I don't agree with. But anyways, let's get back to the topic. Well, we can address this Quran verse 2. So you say that this says
that's a little different. We can do Deuteronomy 30.
You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to talk about the Quran verse.
We just did.
Because and you didn't let me finish, Avery.
All right, go ahead. My bad.
Okay, so the verse says, and I'll read it word for word in the translation from Quran.com. It says, he said, "Thus said your Lord, it is easy for me, and we will make him a sign for humanity and a mercy from us." So he's a sign for humanity. And then he distinguishes between being a mercy and being a sign, because the sign is for humanity. Avery, can I finish, bro?
I'm just reacting, man.
Okay, well, have some self-control, please.
Yeah, I have self-control. I'm not interrupting you. I'm just reacting.
Your reaction interrupted me anyways.
Well, you gotta stay focused, brother.
He's a sign for humanity and a mercy from God. So a sign for humanity, of course, this is addressing all of humanity, the sign is. But the mercy part does not say that this is applied to all of humanity, because Jesus didn't reach all of humanity.
What's the nearest antecedent?
What do you mean, what's the nearest antecedent?
What is the group that is most nearly mentioned in the sentence?
You talking about Jesus?
I'm talking about the sentence when it says he is a sign for mankind and a mercy from us.
Yeah. What is the nearest antecedent is God. You want to get back to Deuteronomy now?
Hey, Issa, man, I'm gonna just say this real quick, bro, and we could get back to Deuteronomy.
Go ahead.
This is pretty bad, because when you're this dishonest with your own text, and
I'm not being dishonest. I'm reading it to you.
You pretend like you can't even understand your own book.
No.
It's a problem in this discussion. It's going to be problematic, because we won't really be able to progress if you're going to be this dishonest. If you're not a dumb guy, I spoke to you. You're not a dumb guy. I mean that sincerely. But then you play dumb. You play stupid. Like that's not going to help us. So the nearest antecedent and a mercy from us. The nearest antecedent to mercy is mankind, humanity. When it says he is a sign to mankind, mankind is antecedent and a mercy from us. The nearest antecedent to mercy is mankind.
So now you're applying linguistic laws of English onto Arabic in a translation. Is what you're doing?
That's how grammar works, period, dude.
In every language?
That's how a sentence structure is in every language. That's how it is.
No. That's not how it works, because languages have different syntaxes. I'm not sure if you were aware of that or not.
All right, so let's go ahead and demonstrate that I'm wrong about this.
Yes, because you just said that's how sentences work in every language.
Yeah, can you demonstrate that I'm wrong here? That he's a mercy to the same people that it just mentioned he's assigned to.
I'm in the middle of trying to do that, Avery, but you're not letting me finish.
I'm listening.
Okay, so again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that Jesus is a sign for humanity, okay, which follows because he's mentioned in the Quran, brought by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, who was sent to all of humanity. So of course, his life is a dude. Come on, bro. So of course he's a sign, right? Because his life is mentioned in the Quran, which is meant for all of humanity. So yes, he's a sign.
Oh, wait. Was he a sign for mankind before the Quran?
Of course he was.
Thank you. So bringing up the Quran, Jesus being mentioned in the Quran, which the Quran is for all mankind, is irrelevant. We're talking about
so
Jesus. Pay attention.
So you think that no one knew about Jesus before the Quran?
Oh my gosh, dude, track. Pay attention.
I am tracking. That's the implications of your question, Avery.
What you just said, Lisa.
I heard what I said, Avery.
No, you didn't.
I did. I said it. Of course
Lisa,
I heard it.
Stop interrupting me right now. Thank you.
Oh, but you can interrupt me, right?
Stop interrupting me right now, please.
But you can interrupt me.
Remember that self-control you told me to have?
Okay, so display it. So display it.
Self-control.
Okay, so hold yourself to the same standards you hold other people to.
I don't want to have to meet you now. I don't want to have to meet you.
Yeah, I know you want to.
All right. So when you just said, yeah, well, of course, Jesus is a sign for mankind because it follows he's mentioned in the Quran, which is for all mankind. So since the Quran is for all mankind and Jesus is mentioned in the Quran, therefore he's a sign for all mankind. That was your argument, that he's a sign for all mankind based on his mentioning in the Quran. That's
I didn't
silly.
say solely. I didn't say solely.
So Quran out, since we just got rid of that, you acknowledge he's a sign for mankind before the Quran. So the Quran has nothing to do with this. So he's a sign for mankind and a mercy from us. A mercy to who?
You want me to show you why this doesn't work, Avery?
A mercy to who?
A mercy to the people he was sent to. Now, do you want me to show you why?
Which is who according to the verse?
Which is the Israelites.
Does the verse say Israelites or mankind?
So it doesn't say he was sent to mankind, does it?
If you're a sign for mankind, are you sent for mankind?
No.
So when it says that Muhammad is a sign for mankind, it doesn't mean he's sent for mankind, right?
Well, Allah also says he was sent to all of mankind, though.
Does it say he's a sign for mankind?
And it says he was sent to all mankind. Yeah.
All right, so let's get the verses.
Okay, go ahead. Now let me go ahead and demonstrate.
Go get the verse.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Now let me demonstrate because I wanted to reply to what you said, and you interrupted me.
Bring the verse.
I'm going to. But I also wanted to reply to what you said and why this line. I'm going to. But I wanted to reply to what you said. So you're segueing. You don't want me to finish replying to your point. No, sir.
So get the verse.
Let me reply to what you said, and then I will.
Get the verse now.
Can I reply to what you said first, and then I will?
Verse, and then you can respond.
No. That's not what we're gonna do because you didn't want to do that on my panel.
All right, so I'm gonna give you another chance.
Yeah, I know you want to. I know you want to kick me. I know you want to kick me.
You get the verse right now, or you bounce.
Well, I'm not your lapdog, so if you want to drop me, then drop me. But all I'm saying is you didn't do that on my panel.
Take care of yourself. Get off my stage.